Welcome back. Hey, Gemini. Welcome back. For those of you who are new, thank you for joining. This is going to be for Gemini week of November 12th. Doing a love spread called You versus Them. So Gemini, I'll pull cards on what your hopes, fears, and blockages are and your next steps. And then I'll pull cards for the person external to you, what their hopes, fears are, and their next steps. Just keep in mind that love can pertain to anybody, exes, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, family members, friends, coworkers. So keep that in mind. Also, because it's a general reading, it's not going to resonate with everybody watching. And also the messages could go vice versa. So if you find that you're resonating more with the external partner sign, then flip it, guys. If you want something specific to you, you can reach out for a private reading, and that information is in the description box below. So, let's see what you got going on, Gemini. What you got going on? So, let's get a card for Gemini's current energy. Okay. Gemini, some of you might have recently reconciled. Some of you, it's a Scorpio, doesn't have to be. Don't get caught up on the signs. It's a general reading. But I will call the signs out as I see them. But for some of you, yes, it was with a Scorpio. So I see some reconciliation or coming back together. This could be in a friendship, and it could be in a relationship. But it was something that something that should have ended that didn't. You know, or somebody was having a hard time letting go of this situation. Or it could be on the opposite end of it where Gemini, you or the person external to you wanted a reconciliation, and somebody's having a hard time letting go of the fact that you were not able to bring that into fruition. So I can see that two ways. But yeah, overall, you know, I feel like this is good energy. You're in a loving energy this week, Gemini. You're in a transformative energy. And that's excellent. So let's see the person external to Gemini. What is their current energy? Ooh, okay. I had one flip in there. Oh, and let me show you the cards. That's the cards you got, Gemini. The person external to you, Gemini, they might be in a contemplative state. They also might be seeking like spiritual enlightenment. Sometimes I see the High Priestess as, you know, they might be asking people for advice on you or the situation. The King of Swords, I'm not like a huge fan of. Some of you might be dealing with another air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Again, general reading. If not, this person's energy is that of just being very logical, not so emotional, thinking a lot. They may be trying to, like I said, find some answers regarding this relationship. Some of them are caught up in their memories. So let's get a little bit more information on that. Gemini, what are your next, how do you view the person external to you? Goodness gracious, guys, stick with me. Gemini, how do you view or feel about the person external to you? All right, Gemini, you got the, the Page of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles reversed, and the Five of Wands. So you view this person as somebody that you might have a lot of minor conflicts with, or recently had a minor conflict with. This is not like an explosive argument. This is just might be a little tit for tat. And like I said, in their energy, they're the King of Swords are behaving like that. And sometimes I see the King of Swords as being kind of, you know, an ass sometimes. Can't we all be an ass sometimes, though, you know? So I do see that you might have had some recent quarrels with this person. They might have left you feeling like alone. And I don't mean that they've actually left you alone. I mean, like, maybe when you were around this person, even though you were next to each other, you still felt like you were alone. Or you might have done this to them. But Gemini, I do see that you see potential here in this person. You know, so let's see what's on the partner side. Okay. Person external to Gemini, how do they view Gemini? Person external. Okay. You know what? I did see a card flip over earlier, and I just seen it again. And where did it go? It was the Eight of Wands. So you might be communicating with this person, you know, or that's what they're thinking about. Because remember I said in their current energy, they were in like a contemplative mode. And then I see the Eight of Wands that popped out, but I couldn't find it at the time. And that's also in their current energy. So they may be either thinking about some recent communication with you, or thinking about communicating with you, or you're communicating with each other. And like I said, that communication might have been a little bit quarrelsome, if that's a word. So, and how they view you, okay, it's interesting. I'm getting two different scenarios again, and I know I got this in your last reading, so I'm going to say what I see, though. I feel like this person, Gemini, is highly sexually attracted to you. You know. I see they view you as moving forward, but almost moving away from them. And there's some type of energy here of like watching you your social media, watching, you know, what you're doing. Maybe when you're around this person, they like really study the way that you move or talk, or they pay really close attention to things. Okay? But I think this person sees you moving forward, and or they want to move forward with you and have some type of new beginning, but they may not be 100% truthful with their communication here. Because like I said, I see communication in their energy, but in how you see them as causing conflict and kind of making you feel less than. And then they're over here thinking sexy thoughts about you. But, you know, it's just kind of a conflicting energy. So I feel like either this person is withholding some information from you, or not telling you like the full truth. You know, if it's not a love partner, I mean, there could be just somebody external to you that wants to move forward and have a new beginning. And you might have had immature communication with this person in the past, if this isn't like a love partner. And you feel like this person, you know, is petty. They make you feel sad sometimes, but you do see potential there. That's if you're not like in an intimate relationship with this person. Because I also see a friendship vibe here. So for some of you, this is to deal with a friend. For some of you, it might be both. I don't know. So, Gemini, let's see what your next actions are towards this person. So some of you are dealing with a Leo. Doesn't have to be. But you have the Sun card here. Sometimes I see that as Leo. But like I said, it's a general read. So if not, excuse me, this card represents like being happy, feeling fulfilled, optimism. And I think I said this in your last reading. I think you have somebody in your life that like kind of gets on your nerves. But at the same time, they make you happy. You know, but I also see like this confusion around this person, and probably because you know you feel two different ways about them. Like maybe sometimes you're like, yeah, you're my person, or you're my best friend, or you're my lover, and then other times you're like, ugh, get away from me. You know, that's what I'm picking up, guys. So for your next steps, I do see movement towards the person external to you, or them towards you. You've got the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Wands. So again, like this is a very passionate knight in tarot. So I always see this guy as like a little hot to try, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it can represent a player. So you would know. I mean, at least you would suspect that if they are. But there's two highly sexual cards here. So if this is dealing with like a partner or somebody like that, you're both sexually attracted to each other. That's for sure. And I see there's being some type of new opportunity here. Like I said, and how you view them, you know, it's like seeing the potential, and then in your next actions to take, it's offering that potential or offering that opportunity, or them coming in to offer that opportunity to you. But the overall message is that you need to use your intuition with this, because let me tell you, they got the same card in their energy, different deck. So it's confirmation. So this person's trying to use their intuition with you, and then you got this in your energy, so you also need to listen to your intuition. Okay? Now, for some of you, and this is only going to be for a few of you, so plug your ears if this is not you. For some of you, you are a mistress. You're the mistress to this person. That could be why you feel a lot of conflict about it. And here they are, you know, thinking about, you know, having the good with you. And you're over here in your head about it. So, you know, I had to say it because I see it. And like I said, that's not going to be for all of you. That's only going to be for a few of you. But I see it on both sides. So there is somebody watching where the person in question is either your mistress or you are the mistress. Okay? So let's see what's in the person external to you's energy. Ooh. And their next steps. So if not the mistress scenario, and like I said, that's not going to be all of you, but it's definitely going to be some of you watching. Then I just see you both as highly spiritual people, and you might have that in common. That might be like a common ground that you have, you know, or you feel that type of connection with them. Could be. So interesting. In their next steps, they got the Empress, the Six of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. So for those of you who share finances with this person, I see them heavily focused on that. If not, I feel like this person really wants to focus on their career and their stability. There might be some focus around children if they have children. Some of the people, one scenario, can I get this out, is that the person external to you is either the mother of your children, or you see her in a motherly light. Women, the person external to you may see you in like a motherly light, or you might be the mother of their children. For a few of you, you might be pregnant. That's only going to be for a few of you. But I do feel like a lot of you have known this person for a long time. And or when you met this person, you felt like you recognized them. You know? Have you ever met somebody and you just feel like I've known you my whole life, you know? That's what I get from that card. But there's some sort of focus on finance or stability here on their end and the next steps. So also, I think a lot of you have waited a while for this relationship, or they have waited a while for this to come around. Now, if you're if you're one of the few in the scenario where there's a mistress involved, you're a mistress, they're a mistress, or somebody has a mistress here. If you don't want to get pregnant, I highly suggest being very careful. Okay? Because I see that as a potential. And if it's not, if you're in that situation, like a mistress type situation, and it's not you, then it might be the person that they are married to is pregnant, or the mother of their children. And they share finances with them. But they travel to come see you, and that's what they're lying about. And you're feeling inner conflict about it. This is a very specific storyline. That's one scenario, guys. That scenario is definitely not going to be for all of you, but I see it, so I got to say it. For those of you who are not in that type of situation, like I said, they just, this person's sexually attracted to you, and they do feel some type of soulmate connection with you. Their focus is going to be on building their stability and their finances as their next steps. And I see you offering, or them offering you, some type of new opportunity. Maybe after a period of having a quarrel or miscommunication, or yeah. Guys, comment and let me know what this is about. I love to hear from you anyways, even if it's just to say hi. So Gemini, your hope in this relationship. So like I said, some of you are definitely dealing with a Leo, because I have a Leo card out twice. Don't get caught up in it though. It doesn't, it's a general reading. If not, Gemini, I see you as trying to have, your hope is to have strength and control over the situation. If you're being tempted in this mistress situation, you're hoping to have the strength to tame that beast. And your fear would be, not being able to do that, not being able to control this situation, having it hang over your head, maybe even being stuck in a toxic situation. Because I see that a lot of you have inner conflict about this partnership, regardless of which scenario you fell in. Whether it's the friendship scenario, or the relationship, or the mistress scenario. So let's see what's in the person external to Gemini's hopes and fears. Some of you are definitely dealing with Scorpio. Got Scorpio twice. Again, don't get caught up on that. It doesn't have to be. Their hope is to put a definitive end to either this relationship or the relationship external to this, if you're in the mistress scenario, which not all of you are going to be, but they want some sort of completion here. If you guys have been going back and forth, like I said, with some conflict or like in and out, whether that be literally coming in and out of each other's lives or like the passion coming in and out, they want an end to that cycle. And because their hope is to transform the situation, to change something about the dynamics of the situation. That's such an interesting card to get. Okay. So let's see what the overall message is for Gemini. That's the overall message for Gemini. Ooh. It says yes. That could mean a million different things. Think about the reason why you came to the reading. Were you trying to confirm a question in your mind? The answer is yes. But I also take it as like, listen, I feel like if you're in the scenario where there's a mistress involved, or you know that this person is with somebody else, but there's a highly sexual attraction between you both, and you're in your head about it, and you're having conflict about it, you're confused about it, then I would take that as, you know, yeah, you may need to end that situation. I mean, if you were wondering if this person is your soulmate, you can have many soulmates in life, guys. But I guess the answer would be yes. So you guys tell me what that means, because only you're going to know that. It can mean a lot of things. But what, like I said, I see a few signs a couple different times. So let me tell you the zodiac signs I see now. You have Scorpio twice on both sides. You have Leo twice. You have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Cancer, possibly a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. I think I saw. That's it. So please let me know what this was about. I'm sorry, guys. I picked up on like 3 different scenarios, but please do comment and let me know how it resonated with you. And do like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next week.